Welcome to Vintage Story. My name's Ashantin. I'm very eager to help players who are early in the game and maybe new to the game. So I thought I would do a very short tutorial on some early options for building materials. Now, first of all, if you look behind me, earth, you can find it everywhere. And you can also collect it with your hand. It's not a difficult material to collect. It's a very easy material to build with. Now, I've taken my crops out of here, but if you are by yourself at night, a too high mud wall is a thing of beauty. Now, moving on from there, obviously, the next thing you can do is to have wood, which is a very, very attractive building block. I'm using a copper axe. A flint axe is perfectly fine for cutting down wood. So all you have to do is to cut a tree down to get yourself a decent source of wood. And immediately you have some very, very attractive blocks. Maybe a few sticks, and even a sapling or two possibly. So wood is a nice option. That wood did not go on my bar. Okay, here we go. So immediately, if you want to put some wood down, enhances anything, doesn't it? But there are a lot of uses for wood, firewood being one of them. So you may not want to use your wood in building, but it does make a gorgeous building material. And why not? Now, as well as wood, one of the other building materials you can use is straw. A straw hay bale actually is very easy. It's just 6 grass. Straw has 2 advantages. It is much swifter to knock down than earth. It's a very fast block to knock down. It's very, very attractive too. And the other thing is, if you will need to put some sort of roof on, because otherwise you'll find that your torches are going out, so you'll want to roof your buildings, and straw actually makes a very, very nice straw roof, as you would expect. So don't ignore straw bales as a building material. I think they're very good. Now, on top of that, you have earth, wood, straw, cobble, of course. Now, you will come across ruins, no doubt about that. And ruins are made of cobblestone and sometimes stone bricks. Now, cobblestone's not a hard stone to take down or to pull up. You can actually harvest it with your bare hands. So if you just take one out like that, and you can move it. So you have the option. Many people make their first houses in cobblestones that are normally ruins, very close to spawn, but cobblestone's very good. And with the actual stone, you will often find the half slabs and the steps that make nice buildings. You often find these stone bricks in ruins. Takes time, but again, this is a brick, bare hands, no problem at all. So those are other options for you. Now, if you press H for help, as we all do, and you look at Cobb, this can be made with 5 grass and 4 of the earth. And it's an odd block. It's not one that I personally find attractive. It's in a colour palette that I don't particularly like. It's very pinky in colour. I think its best use actually is if you wanted to make a muddy wallow for your pigs. It is what it says, it's cob. But again, once you put it next to a nice log like oak, it actually looks a lot better. It takes a bit to take down. But you can quite see that if you were to maybe set it back a bit and build it like that, that's quite a nice look. So cob is an option. But best of all, and this is the one I really wanted to point out to you, you don't need a saw for this, is if you look at mud bricks, and I've been very taken by a build that somebody knew, no, not mud bricks, mud bricks here. You can do light mud bricks, sand, soil, clay and grass. Let's just go and pick those materials up, because I don't have any sand on me and gravel doesn't seem to do the trick. So let's go in and find some sand, and I will show you these two different varieties of mud brick, which I find incredibly attractive. So if we go in here, and this is quite a new discovery to me. I discovered it from watching somebody new and what they had put up on the screenshots. Right, here we go. So just remind ourselves of that recipe. Mud, light mud brick, right. Sand, soil, 4 clay, 2 grass in each. Have I got clay on me? Of course not. There we go, we have now. All this has to be collected, of course. So, sand. Was that the soil, not the cob? Yeah, good. 2, nope, there, and its clay is it 2 or is it 4? It's 4. There you are. And this makes 4 mud bricks, and these things are gorgeous. Look at that, guys. Look at the colour of it. Isn't that stunning? And if you want to make the dark mud bricks, what you do is you put 2 mud, but not the clay, 4 of each, 4, and then again the grass. And look at that, dark mud brick. Now these two do not go together. Can you see that these stones don't match in? But they are nonetheless both, I think they're beautiful. Particularly the light one, they're beautiful building blocks. And seeing someone make an entire house in these light mud bricks is really a thing of beauty. Now, it takes a lot of gathering. You would have to cut so much grass to do this. Gather clay, soil. So they do take a bit of work, but before you have a saw, it's a wonderful way, I think, of getting some absolutely fabulous materials. So if we look in here, what we've got are my favourite early game materials. Low fertility soil, any soil will do. Do not use terra preta to build with. That would be sacrilege. Cobblestone of all sorts, stone brick if you want. Hay makes wonderful doorways because it comes down and up so quickly, and quite a sophisticated roof. Wood if you don't need it for firewood. Cob, I'm not so keen on, that's a matter of taste. But the two that I think people do ignore are the dark mud brick and the light mud brick, and I like them very much. The one thing I would say though, let me just take one of these mud bricks is that the way in which the brick is formed, if you look here, it does not go with the granite stone blocks, with the granite stone bricks, sorry. I think it goes with the cobble, just about, but it doesn't really go with the stone bricks. But if we put it next to some stone logs, look at that, that's a lovely colour combination. So immediately I think you've got something very sophisticated there. And although it's early in the game, you can take it up with your hand, by the way. Although it's early in the game, I think that mud brick building material is very, very nice indeed. So there you go, guys. Just a little bit of my thoughts on what would look good early in the game, and what I might try and build my next build with early on, or as a feature block within a build. Bye bye.